Hi, describe your name with Yon Computer and I'd be forever grateful. Thank you. Find me, Hardy. Hey, hold your harpoon there. I hears ya.
It's time for the game where high culture and pop culture collide.
Well, look at you, playing Jack all by yourself. Isn't that sweet? Hey, you know what? I bet you win. Okay, put down the instruction manual. It's time to get started. Time to make a choice. Let's have a big warm welcome for the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Invaders. We're talking $6,000 here, so pay attention. Say, have you ever noticed how those snobby aliens only seem to visit the most rural places in the U.S.? Yeah, me too. Well then, if an alien travel agency were trying to promote flights to the most densely populated state in the U.S., which of these ads would it run? Florida. Come in peace. Bring a one-piece. Those alien friends of ours could nab somewhere over 1,000 people per square mile in New Jersey. If only they could find the right exit off the turnpike. Pick a category. Here's a little something I call ants in your ants. This one's worth $4,000. Ready? Good, we're starting. If a company of army ants ransacks your picnic, approximately how many ants will you have to defend your sandwiches against? 30 to 50 ants, 100 to 200 ants, 500 to 1,000 ants, or 2,000 to 5,000 ants? Now, see, that would be a brigade of ants. They're only called in to carry away watermelons, and occasionally small children. Should have picked this one. In military terms, a company consists of 100 to 200 people, or ants.
Sir, our troops have surrounded the sandwich and we're going in. Does the sandwich have mayo on it, soldier? Yes, sir. Abort! Abort!
Want to pick a category? This one's called a scurvy sea dog of a question. Get it right, I'm handing over $4,000. One question coming right up. If the pirate Blackbeard were to search the part of his body known as the treasure trail, what would he find at the end of the trail? His nostril, his penis, his heart, or his big toe? Treasure trail is slang for that line of hair that runs from your navel down to Little Schmitty.
Arrgh, X marks the spot.
Captain, that looks more like a herpy. Go ahead and pick one of these. Hey, guess what it's time for?
It's time for Licorice Pestilence.
Let's take a look at your category. I am the smell of fear. The opening value for this one is $10,000. Okay, as soon as you've figured out what this gibberish phrase rhymes with, buzz in, because I'll be taking away some cash every second and a half. Okay, tell me, with what famous person's name does this rhyme? Him a flea. All right. Not bad for a player with 8 tentacles and a giant turnip for a head. I'm fine. I'm fine. So, what's it gonna be? The category is, that'll put hair on your chest. Looks like this one's going for $2,000. Okay, before I ask you how many fingers I'm holding up, let's see if you can solve this math problem. Martini minus olive plus onion equals Manhattan and... Cheers! A Gibson is simply a martini with an onion instead of an olive, but it's still enough to make 007 weep. How about picking a category? This category is noses that run through history. $4,000 if you get this. Okay, pay attention. You're going to have to listen up for this next one. Considering what Richard J. Gatling invented, which of these is most likely the sound of him sneezing? Sound 1. Sound 2. Sound 3. Or sound 4. Old Dickie J invented an early form of the machine gun, so sneezing repeatedly would most likely be an inspiration for that. I also understand that Mr. Gatling designed the first bulletproof handkerchief. So, what's it gonna be? Well, you've made it to the Jack Attack. You should already know all about the Jack Attack. Heads up, here's your clue. What level are we parked on? I told you my mother should have dropped us off. Let go of the keyboard and bask in a job well done, my friend. Let's take a look at your final score. That's the game. Excellent work. I couldn't have done a better job myself. Of course, I would never play by myself because I have better things to do with my time. Now listen, I wouldn't say this to you if I didn't mean it.
You don't know Jack!
It's time for the game where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome, hi, hello there. This is You Don't Know Jack. I'm Schmitty, and you're playing by yourself. Well, don't be embarrassed. It's probably just a phase. Now, shall we see if you've been paying attention? Tell me which category you want. Your category's gonna be, I just Beowulfed on my shoes. This one can net you $4,000. See what you can do with this one. Which of these statements is made by someone speaking Old English and not simply someone who's been drinking Old English malt liquor?
You like the game, see your face, and you gotta me fed down, don't have problem, nah. She said, home not good.
That's from Beowulf, the epic poem written in Old English. Little known fact, Beowulf is just the Old English spelling of keg party. Time to choose a category. I'm calling this one, never pick up a hitchhiker wearing an eye patch. How does $4,000 sound? Hey, now, you've heard that Bob Dylan lyric about how many roads a man has to walk before you can call him a man, right? Well, tell me, how many miles must a man walk before you could call him a man who has walked a nautical mile? 0.6 miles, 0.87, 1.15 miles is a nautical mile. And as pirates always say, you can't judge a man until you've walked a nautical mile in his shoes, with a peg leg and a parrot on your shoulder. They go on to say, Arr! Time to select a category. Here we have, now that's what I call a great room. This one's worth $6,000. Sure, the Great Wall of China is big, but it just seems so, I don't know, impersonal. But you could try snazzing it up a bit. Say you wanted to make the Great Wall of China more, I don't know, homey. What supplies would you need to buy to cover its approximate length? 750 miles of pink shag wall carpet, 2,000 miles of black light posters, 4,000 miles of wood paneling, or a 6,000-mile long beer can collection. Well, no, but if you're interested in a 6,000-mile long beer can collection, I'm selling one on eBay. I could have given you some cash if you picked this one. The Great Wall is a little over 4,000 miles long. Now, if we could just find a 4,000-mile wide Farrah Fawcett Majors poster, we'll be all set. Time to make a choice. Okay, give it up for hot man-on-man action. And this baby's worth 6,000 big ones. And now, your question. How would the Man Show violate the Mann Act? Would it be by importing big phallic cigars from Cuba, staging a beer bust in Utah, taking the Juggy twins across state lines, or the 1910 Mann Act prohibited taking females across state lines for immoral purposes, among which I would include jugginess. Then again, if you got the Juggy twins, why leave home, right? How about picking a category? Well, look at you. You've just chosen a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat question is, that's very fishy. Tell you what, I'll read off 7 words, and for each one, you tell me if it's a famous model of bass guitar or a type of bass fish. As usual. All right, if you already know how to play, I'm just going to put 30 seconds on the clock then. And we're off. Striper, guitar, rock. Stingray, Ripper, Smallmouth, Rainbow, one more. You know, you only got 4 of them right, which is not very reassuring for the rest of the game, is it? Let's look at your new score. Enjoy those table scraps, peasant. Go ahead and pick one of these. Hey, I know. How about it's alive? Partner, $2,000 at stake on this one. Think fast, it's question time. If Dr. Frankenstein is limited to things you'll find in the blacksmith's shop, which of the following will? The hammer, anvil, and stirrup are all bones of the ear, but there's no rivet. But I mean, it wasn't like having these things in his head caused the creature to get so angry. What did it, you ask? Ill-fitting tighty-whities. Uh-huh. Go ahead, pick a category. Welcome to the Jack Attack. You should already know how this works. So let's get right to it. Here's your clue. Who's in charge around here anyway? Time to show off what you've got. Have fun. Let go of the keyboard and basket. A job well done, my friend. Let's take a look at your final score. There it is. Wow, that was an intense game. That was really thrilling. You were by far the best player we had. Now do me a favor. Look to your left, now look to your right, and repeat after me.
You don't know Jack!
Yo.